While we're waiting for Rukshana, I think I'll just say it was just wonderful to see all the many students around the world, coming together as teams, probably meeting each other for the first time, which is an awesome experience in itself, and working on the IBM Z and Linux One platform, the Linux One Community Cloud to be specific. 24 hours is not really much time, but it was beyond impressive to see so many teams bringing, their ideas together. First of all, formulating a problem and then thinking about a creative solution, leveraging data, creating a model, training it, running it, inferencing from the model, and then, putting your presentation in a 3-minute pitch together, all in 24 hours is just purely amazing, outstanding. And I think every single one of you should be very proud of what you did and achieved over that 24-hour period. Yes, we will have an announcement of our top winners. I just want to say that, everyone should be very proud of all the achievements, but I don't know if anyone else wanted to chime in while we're waiting for Rukshana to start the slides.
I'm starting the slides. Looks like she has some issues. So
okay, sounds good. Thanks, Lata.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Aisha Rukshana, Program Manager for IBM Z Datathon from Shooting Stars Foundation. So here is the winner announcement ceremony and the career panel. So we have many people from IBM, and also, first of all, I welcome all of you right here. So we're very excited for this event today. And here is the agenda. We will do a career panel on the theme, The Future is Bright with IBM Z. And then Sudarshana, along with Jenny, will announce the IBM Z Datathon winners. And then we will have the next steps followed by this. Can you go to the next slide, please? So here's the impacts and highlights. We had around 5,600 plus registrations from around the world. Over 600 teams were formed, and there were 4 in-person events across 3 cities globally. And we had 1,000 participants completed the final projects and 200 plus. Next slide, please. Okay, so the most awaited career panel session will be here right at the moment. But
I think we lost Rukshana. Sudarshana, do you want to take over?
I will.
Under the theme, The Future is Bright, Ms. Karpagam S.
So
we have
Rukshana.
I think we're having a little bit of audio trouble on your end, so no worries. I will take it from here for the career panel. Thank you so much, Rukshana. Once again, a very warm welcome to everyone, all the students. I think I already shared my my thoughts on, how amazing every one of you have, what you have achieved is. With that, let's dive into this career panel. We have a star-studded panel. So I'd like to start with introductions. So Karpagam, since I see you sort of at the top of that chart, and maybe we can stop sharing the slides, Lata, so we can just have us as, yep, perfect. Karpagam, if you want to get us started with introductions, that would be great.
Thank you very much, Sudarshana, and a very warm welcome from me and Capgemini to the budding stars that are here. And we are really glad that we could connect with people who are going to form their, who are in the phase of shaping up your careers. My name is Katpagam, and I manage all global solutions for the mainframe projects in Capgemini. And I bring in about 22, 23 years of experience. And I'm more than pleased to share with you all my experience on how I have started my career as a mainframe developer and then moved on to get to this level. So look forward for a very engaging conversation. Thank you, Sudarshana.
Thank you so much, Karpagam, for taking time. I know it's a Friday evening in India, so it means a lot that each one of you has taken the time to be here today. Mauri?
Yep. Thank you. Yep. I'm Mauri Kumar, from Infosys. First of all, I'll thank you all for the chance where I can express my career path, how I'm shining in. That is, I've reached to the current level where I'm working as a mainframe technology architect. So where I leverage from the initial stage till this level, and how we are modernizing the mainframe, and then how we are bringing all the modern technology like the buzzwords CI/CD and what else? The APIs and clouds and what else? So whatever the modern word we are hearing, so we are trying to bring it out into our leverage into the mainframe part. So that is the team where currently I'm working. So I'm here to express my career growth, and then how it will help the students who's more enthusiastic to get into their careers. So I'm here to share my experiences. Yep.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Mauri. Lucas.
Yeah, hello. I'm a Kick system programmer working for IFAFA in Germany. I very much focus on modernization mainly. I don't work as much with Kicks, but I still do. And I'm glad to speak here about how my career started, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here, Lucas. And Subhadra.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. I've been associated with this event for some time now, and it's just getting bigger and better. And about me, I have close to 25 years of experience in the industry, all in the space of systems or the enterprise computing, if you go by that terminology. And I'm today part of IBM, leading the systems development lab here based out of India. And, I'm here to share about what goes into making this platform that you all have been working, and how exciting and what kind of challenges are there as we develop such a platform, right? So pleasure to be here. Looking forward to the conversation with everyone.
Thanks so much, Subhadra. Without giving away, I'll just say, students, pay attention. Subhadra has something she's given away out to our winners as a prize. So pay attention. With that, so Karpagam, if I can come right back to you and, sort of kick off this conversation. You already mentioned, right, that you bring a wealth of experience from your, years of experience here in the mainframe industry. So in your experience, in your expert opinion, sort of, paint a picture for us, if you will, of the future landscape of this platform. You've been on this journey, and from where you are, from your vantage point, what do you see as happening, and how can our students here today, think about this as they're, thinking about their careers and future? How can they weave this technology sort of into their career journeys and thought process? I think you're on mute, Karpagam.
Sorry. Yeah. Sure, Sudarshana. To start with, I cannot emphasize enough that mainframe is here to stay and only to grow bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah.
So, and that is given because, you take data, which is the real asset of any firm, any enterprise, be it banking, be it finance, be it securities market, be it insurance companies. More than 90% of any enterprise's data lie on the mainframe, right? So any transaction that we do hit the core the heart of their applications, which is predominantly lying on the mainframe. And I'm sure you, Subhatra, would going forward paint a bigger picture on the real numbers we have in hand. But I can vouch that mainframe is here to stay, and how mainframe had evolved over a period of time, I think might also interest our budding starts here. Back in 99, when I started my career, I used to hear from my seniors and leaders back then on how they would even to write a very simple COBOL program that is predominantly the language used on the mainframe, how they would write the code, check for syntactical errors, punch in that code on the mainframe, because every punch in, every compile used to be so expensive, because we still had these mainframe that were like a little bigger version of the small x86 servers that we used at homes, right? That's how mainframe had been back then. But between that period and now, the evolution that we had seen on this platform is humongous, right? That cannot be expressed in words, right? We got rid of the punch cards. We use, the computing power of the mainframe, left, right, and center. The capacity, the performance efficiency that the platform brings in is huge. So mainframe is to stay. Will be supporting our definitely a no, because the technology trends drive us to use to put the mainframe's real purpose to use, right? The data that runs on the mainframe, the analytics engine that the current Z16 servers bring in, all these would help us to do more and more data analysis, bring in better predictive insights, be it in the health domain, to see what kind of trends we see. It can even be a very simple use case, like how the sugar level trends had been among the patients that have subscribed to certain drug versus how it is with some other drug. These kind of predictive analysis become much easier on the mainframe. So whatever we are going to do in the future is going to be complemented by the mainframe. And in addition to that, I think all our guys here must be very well aware of the API economy, wherein you use APIs again, left, right, and center in all your apps development, your mobile apps development, your metaverse. API is the buzzword, right? Because you are really not looking at writing the code, writing the same logic over and over again, but reuse what we have already established and proven to be working, to really make use of what is present with you as your assets already. And so with more and more API economy growing, we expect that these assets that we have in the mainframe, both in terms of data and in terms of the business logic, right, they will be externalized, meaning made available to be used on other platforms, like the Java applications you have, the business facing applications that the insurance agents might use, or your client your insurance agents might use, or your banking your tellers might use. So, or it could even be in your mobile apps, when you are really having to check what is your the current transaction on a real time basis. Back then, before, I think the people, students here might not be able to relate to this, but you, me, Subhatra, we have seen this in the past, right? All the transactions that we do will go into the general ledger only overnight, and for us to get a real view on the statement, it takes a day, for us, for a transaction that we would have made the previous day, which is no longer the case. We use our mobile apps, but then the logic on how to get the data to show us to our mobile phones remain the same, right? So putting the mainframe performance efficiency that it brings in, the assets that it has, and how we can externalize that, I mean, how we can leverage that in our real day-to-day business facing apps, is going to be the key, I see. And with more and more advantages that we get from Watson kind of products, which will allow us to even generate code that the the students here need not have to even think on what the syntax has to be, but as long as they are good enough to understand the business case and to write the code, Watson is going to be there for you to help in generating the code for the logic you would have perceived in your mind. So enormous growth, tremendous opportunities, great career path is all I could say, Sudarshana, to summarize. So,
Sudarshana, are you there? You're on mute if you're there.
I am here. I had a bit of an emergency. You don't want to know about, so I had to run down. But anyway, no, I was here, Karpagam. So I was actually going to, based on what I'm listening from what you're saying, students often ask, right? Oh, but I want to be in AI, or I want to be in security, or things like that. Can I do that on a mainframe? That's sort of the question. And I always, that's when, for instance, the whole AI space now. So if any one of you, maybe Mauri, you can take on from here and, sort of talk about your journey as well. But I just want to bring that question up, right? As panelists, if you can think about that.
Yeah, sure. So before answering your that A part of mainframe, so let me brief what was my role and what I'm currently doing, and then how it will help the newcomers to leverage these features into their part, or how to shape their careers into the mainframe environment. So that way I can do it. So I started my career in mainframe from 2006 onwards. Okay, so there initially I started as a corporate trainer on the mainframe. So now, if I want to say as proudly, I have almost 5,000 plus resources I've trained, and now still they're are in the mainframe field itself. Okay, who are working in what do I say? Now they are in almost in a they rise up in their career. So now, like team lead or architects, so in that way they are okay. So for which means almost 10 plus years I was trained them, and then they are still it is there. So it's across the company. It's not in a single corporate. It's across the corporate where I've trained it. So where I can start from IBM itself. From there, IBM, and then CTS, then Wipro, then Accenture, even the Capgemini, and then now Infosys, like in Danske Bank, then Infosys, right? So there are many places and then many companies I've trained there. So when the participant as a students, when they're getting into the training or getting into the company, first question they what they say is hey Mauri, we are put into the mainframe. Forcefully, they're asking us to learn the legacy system, which was a 60 years old. Still, they're asking us to do it. Though we are not interested, they're forcing us to learn it. So how about the career path? So which means that 10 to 12 years before the people who ask the question, still they are in the mainframe only. Okay, where they're on the path. Okay, so it is not. So when you are getting into the mainframe, so the first, when you are talking to any the senior people in your family or friend circles, first they say, okay, are you in mainframe? It's a old, it's a legacy system. It's a very old system. Why you are choosing that path? Okay, so for the students who have such kind of mentality, for them, I'm telling. So you say a latest technology, I'll tell you how can leverage that latest technology into the mainframe. For example, if you say the API, okay, everybody in the last 2 to 3 years, we can see that everybody saying as a API. So everywhere we are doing as a service, right? So now we are the mainframe supports. Even we can convert all the existing COBOL program without changing a single code of the line. We can convert them into the service. API service, and then we can expose them to the distributed system, where even the latest modern applications, they can access the existing, which means 40 years old code can integrate easily with the modern technology which is developed in the last year or in the last month applications. We can easily integrate them. So that much of facilities are there in the mainframe, where we need to explore and we need to use that integration, right? So now I am coming up to this. So the next, when after the API, next word which we are hearing is very popularly cloud. So everywhere it is a cloud, right? So public cloud, private cloud, everywhere we are hearing that the word is cloud. So even the mainframe in Z15 is mainly enabled for the cloud native application. So there it was in the Z15, you can see the lot of features they have brought up. They have built in how to leverage the cloud facilities into the mainframe part. So there, that type of there. So now when I want to answer for your question, the next after the cloud, the new word is AI, right? So generative AI. So now there is a new release which we are expecting in almost in a couple of months or more, which is a Z16. So the Z16's main focus is on how to leverage the mainframe with AI, right? So that is the main thing which they are bringing it out with a new blue chip, which is named as a tandem. I couldn't spell it correctly. Okay, if anybody knows, just
The
can
Telum, yeah,
yeah,
the Telum chip,
yeah,
yes,
Telum,
on the
yes.
Z16.
Yeah, Telum is a blue chip, so which is been leveraging the AI into the mainframe. So where we can bring it up. So the next generation, when the modern world is moving on, even the mainframe is getting emerging with the modern technology. It is not getting isolated with the old technology itself. Still, the IBM is building the mainframe with the latest technologies, how to cope up with that. Okay, so these are the facilities which we are there. It is there. So the word when I say as a mainframe, a big iron, right? So now from the big iron, it has been changed to the mainframe modernization, right? So it's bringing it to the mainframe Z system. So whenever we can see that, right? So this is getting evolving to adjust or to accompany with the latest technology, whatever. Even in next after the AI, what is going to come? I don't know, right? So even if that comes, there are the people who can leverage and we can bring it out, right? So in that way, it is there. Okay. So that is
Awesome.
the main thing. Yeah.
That
So in
is
that way,
awesome.
it will be good. Yeah. Okay. So in that way, we are still the mainframe is going to be is going to rule the world. It's ruling the world. It's ruled the world, right? So it's still it will continue. So
Love that sentiment,
yeah.
Mauri. It's going to rule the world. It has ruled and it will continue to rule the world. Love that sentiment. But with that, let me just turn to Lucas here, because Mauri was talking about how he has, trained several new to IBM Z, as we like to call them, right? And is because they have less than 10 years of experience, they're, sort of still onboarding, learning about the platform. So Lucas, that squarely brings us to you and how you're sort of an early professional yourself in this space, right? Talk to us a little about when or how you got introduced to the concept of mainframe, and now what do you do? I know you mentioned Kix programmer. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit more on what does that mean so our audience can really understand, and what keeps you here. You're still early on. The important piece is what's keeping you on the platform too, if you can share that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when I started university in 2019, it was sort of stuff that I already knew before. So I was somewhat bored. It was really basics of Python, basic of C. This is the stuff I've done way before, something I was very much interested in. I was doing in my spare time. And then we had a mainframe student society, where there was a lecturer that used to work for Open Mainframe Foundation for IBM, Herbert Daly. Some people might know him. And there I did master mainframe, what is now Z Explorer. And I really fell in love with it, not because of how it looked like and how it behaved. It looks somewhat retro in a way. For me, that's something I really liked. I really love ISPF. But also what they did, right? It's a very powerful machine. It can do so much stuff, but people don't know about it and think that is something really, really old or never not used anymore. It's feedback I was getting from my peers. And I was saying, oh, I don't use that anymore. No one uses that. COBOL, I've never heard that. And I started also going to conferences, and it's also the community around it. It's even when you talk with some other professionals, with lawyers, with doctors, whatever, they don't have a community when you can ask questions of someone in different company. In mainframe, they will help you. They don't care if you are a different company, you are doing the same stuff. When you are a lawyer, well, good luck with that. They will never help you. So it was this kind of stuff, and it was also the stuff that is not all. There's modernization stuff. There's open stuff. Zoe, it's a great tool. I myself still love ISPF. I love it, but I can't imagine writing thousands of lines of code in ISPF. For that, Zoe is perfect thing. And so it's this kind of stuff that keeps me on the platform. It's still being innovative, and also the fact that not many people know about it. I never really liked doing that a lot of people are doing. And it's also what I really like, then going to people that don't know what mainframe is or think that it's really old and saying, well, it's not. Did you pay by card? Well, probably went for mainframe. And that's what's keeping me on. And that's how I also got the IBM champion status, because I'm really passionate about sharing my knowledge, sharing how I went through the process, and got hired by IVV, where I'm a Kix system programmer, which Kix is a transaction engine. In there are transactions. They can run anything from COBOL program to assembler. They can be URI-map, which is basically somewhat a web server for one page, very simplified. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of in middle of the system and the programmer. So programmer will write a program, will come to me and say, oh, I need a transaction in here, or I need a Kix bundle in here, and I will do that for him. I will maintain it. If there is any problem, I will look through the system, try to find where the problem is, that kind of stuff. And it's really, when you are in mainframe, you will be learning forever. It's such a huge system that you will never be able to learn all of it, and you shouldn't really. You should only focus on some parts of it and be really good in that part. But if you are bored of that, you can easily switch to some other parts of mainframe, and the stuff you learned before will still be usable, and there's lots of people that will help you with that.
That is so awesome, Lucas. Very cool. I love that you love ISPF. You're not I've heard this from quite a few younger mainframers too. So it's very interesting. So thank you for sharing that, right? As a student, you were introduced and you wanted to do and try something, different because Python, Java, C was just boring. Yeah. You wanted a challenge. Very cool. Very cool. What I am hearing, right, from what Karpagam said and Mauri, and also you even hit upon the fact about community, which is so true. Mainframers across the world, one thing I've seen is very passionate group, right? Very passionate about the technology, always ready to share about the technology. And as you said, it's a huge community, always supporting each other. One thing that was also very clear is there is so many pathways once you're in the platform to continue to grow your career. Karpagam is a classic example. So Subhadra, Mauri here. And I know, Lucas, you're just getting started. You have a couple of years under your belt, but you've already noticed how there are so many opportunities to weave through, right, this technology. So within the mainframe, there are so many ways that you can grow. So I think with that sort of, I'll turn to you, Subhadra, right? Given where, you're again, VP at ISDL, Bangalore Labs and IBM. So what do you see as, one, the future landscape, and also what advice would you give the students who are thinking about what next?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, the last 20-25 minutes has been music to my ears, right? Because that is exactly what I talk day in and day out, and it is so nice to hear it from others. Now, having said that, let's make one point very clear. We are talking about systems that run core enterprise business across industries for the world. Now, the moment we say, that kind of a requirement, we should immediately look at the kind of scale that is needed, the kind of reliability you need. You definitely do not want, some of your important transactions go in a hang because some system went down, right? So which means we are talking about like 99.6979 availability. Second, with the kind of cybersecurity threats that we are having, you really want your systems to be completely secure and foolproof, especially the moment it is going to run a mission critical application, right? Now, put all of this together. If a system needs to cope up with all these requirements that come in from across the industry, just imagine the challenge that is involved in developing such a system, right from the processor chip that goes in, the different layers of code, whether it is the firmware, whether it is the operating system, the middleware, and even some of the layers that connect it to the modern cloud or other applications. Everything has to meet the requirements of these enterprise workloads, right? And that's exactly what keeps me and my team going, right? Yes, this is a platform that is 60 years old or probably even more, but then the dynamics of the industry and the dynamics of the requirements and the challenges are continuously increasing. And this platform is keeping up with all of that, which is why all of you are talking so passionately about the platform, right? So that's the part where we come in. That is what keeps my teams going. And that's where I'm actually looking for more students to pick up skills in this space that will be very useful, not just for me and my team in IBM, but for anybody who's dealing with enterprise level systems and applications for any mission critical workloads, right? So that's how. Now there is a second angle to the mainframe, which some of you touched upon, right? Yes, the system is old, but that doesn't mean that, you still can use only some of the old technologies here, right? I don't know how many of you are aware. We actually have the entire Linux ecosystem available and running on this platform. In fact, I have large teams who work on enabling that. Not just Linux, you talk about OpenShift, Kubernetes, or any of those, cool projects that are happening in the hybrid cloud world. All of them are enabled and they run on the mainframe platform. Now, again, this requires a lot of talent, not just from the latest technology, but also mapping the technology to the platform and to the kind of requirements that I spoke, right? My OpenShift person is more focused on how can OpenShift run on this platform with the same kind of scalability and the security requirement that any other legacy application runs on this platform, right? Those are the kind of things that we are talking about. I think some of you touched upon AI, and that's such a big thing for us, right? Yes, we got in the Telum chip with super capabilities at that level. But remember, it's not just about the chip. You need the entire stack and the ecosystem to be available for somebody to do AI inferencing. Today, we are talking about situations like, let's say somebody swipes the credit card. If the response comes in a second, within that second, we want to apply our AI technology to see whether it is a right transaction or a fraudulent transaction. Now, again, look at the challenge that is involved. In that time period, you have to first, take the transaction details, go, use whatever your models that you have trained and quickly inference and use that to validate or reject the transaction, right? Enormous amount of challenges in that, right? Which is exactly why I'm so passionate when I see these events. I make sure I take time out and talk to everybody, right? This is such a huge opportunity. It's not about the platform. It is about the enterprise and the needs of the enterprise IT. That is what we are talking about, right? So, get going. It's the fact that people have come in and participated in the hackathon shows that they have taken the first couple of steps. But I'm telling you, it's such a long, exciting, and a very rewarding journey ahead. So stay up with it. And okay, I know Sudarshana said there is something that I will share. Let me add that. Just in continuing with why this is so important for me, there's one other thing that I'm going to say. The winners that Sudarshana and her team is going to announce, I am looking forward and I'm happy to say that I'm going to host them in my systems lab, where I can get them an opportunity to interact with the people who are working on the kind of challenges that I mentioned. And I will also show you the system, okay? The system and what goes behind the scene, okay? So this is in my Bangalore lab. So we'll work out the logistics and Sudarshana will more on that, but I am very much looking forward to meet all the winners here. Thank you.
So Subhadra, this by itself is such a rewarding one for them to start with.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Subhadra. And I know one of the questions, and I did respond, but for the benefit of all students there, one of the questions was, I want to dive deeper. And in fact, Mauri, it was for you. And the person was asking, I'm really interested in the architecture. I want to dive deeper and learn more. How do I get started? So I pointed them to IBM Z Explore, which is what even Lucas mentioned, right? He was a Master of the Mainframe winner, and that is now our year-round learning platform, IBM Z Explore. So I would definitely request all students to check that out. So to Subhadra's point, all the winners who earn the concepts badge for IBM Z Explore. They will have the opportunity to take Subhadra up on the offer, visit her and her team. And as she said, thank you so much, Subhadra. I know you've always been so kind. You hosted our winners last year as well. And I know they had a fantastic time meeting with your team, talking about what are some of the cool projects, like you mentioned. So this is should not miss opportunity that's coming your way. So the only thing you need to do is learn, go to IBM Z Explore and earn the concepts badge. And if you're a winner and have the concepts badge, that's your ticket to Subhadra's ISDL offices. All right. But in wrapping up this career panel, first off, thank you so much, all of you, right? Mauri, Karpagam, Lucas, and Subhadra. In trying to wrap this up, can each of you sort of, maybe share a parting thought with the students, the why you would want them to consider this platform?
I think I can go first, if that's okay, Sudarshana.
Absolutely.
Sure. So I really cannot second Subhadra more, right? You do any day-to-day tasks which involve finance, which involve health, which involves you taking an insurance. The backend data is processed on the mainframe. And the only guidance that I would give to the team is to keep them very, very open, not to go with the stereotypes that some people might post, that it is all green screens. You do not have a what do you call a GUI, a very fancy GUI. No longer the case. Z's are only growing, and stay focused, and you have a great career path on the mainstream. So thank you.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Karpagam. Mauri, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll continue with Karpagam. As she said, the green screen. Yes, now the modern what are the students, they expect only the modern IDs nowadays, right? So they're not willing for. First of all, they're hesitate to go for the green screen, which is a black or blue screens where they can code and sit and code the complete thing, right? But now even I'm suggesting to the newcomers or the students, we have a plenty of IDs, that is the IDZ, which is with a lot of facilities. Okay, so which the latest crowd, it has been attracted by the Eclipse IDs. So where they will type it in, immediately the syntax will be prompting it. Yes, it is there. It is available in the mainframe, where we are calling as the mainframe IDZ. As a so IDZ is the ID tool for the mainframe, so it is there. So even the latest technology, the students always attracted with the latest technology, like Java, Python. Even Lucas is told Python, Java, C++. That was initially was learned, right? So now the students, they are attracted with the modern languages like Java. Yes, the mainframe has them, Java and mainframe. Yes, they can leverage their knowledge, whatever they're learning in the college, in their academics. Yes, they can leverage it. They don't want to go for to learn a complete a new language like COBOL and PLI, the old languages. They don't want to feel that I should go and learn the COBOL and PLI, the old language again to work with the mainframe. It's not like that. Whatever they are learning in the academic, along with their career curriculum, like Java is there in the curriculum, Python is there in the curriculum. Yes, they can leverage that knowledge directly into the mainframe on the day one when they join in the companies. So
Awesome.
with this, what I'm trying to say, try to convey to the students is, they don't want to think that it's in a completely a different world apart from their what they're learning in the curriculum. Is whatever they're learning in the curriculum, they can implement it. The same languages they can implement with all, what is it, Java. It's there, as Subhadra suggested, the containers, all containers are available. Yes, we can leverage it. Only we need to know how to integrate that. That is a part where we can do it. Okay,
Yes.
so if they learn that part, yes, they can grow up very faster to the architect level. They can guide the many experts, and they can be a SME for the other than newcomers or the other followers. They can explain it. So this is the architect. This is the integration where we can do it in no matter, right? So no matter of time, in that we can implement it. So they can suggest it. Okay.
Awesome.
So as a conclusion, I'm telling them, yes, they can leverage whatever they're learning in the academic. They can implement directly on the mainframe without any additional effort. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. 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 That is so true. The IDEs you're comfortable with at school, and Lucas again mentioned IBM Z Explore, VS Code,
Yes.
Zoe. Your interface is the comfort interface that you're already used to. And I think it is always valuable to also understand what differentiates the platform, which is what IBM Z Explore does really beautifully, right? Using that interface, which is a comfortable IDE, it also introduces you to the concepts of what is core to the mainframe. So definitely check it out, get started today. It is a great way to learn, right? So Lucas, turning to you, what would you say to the students as your sort of takeaway thought from today?
I think if the students are interested in Z, or like if it seems really nice for them, and as Maury said, there is really new technology. There is Java already on it. We have Python now on IBM Z. It's also the job stability, right? It's mainframe is not going anywhere. The most amount of lines of code is in COBOL in the world. It's a huge amount of number, and big companies like MasterCard, Visa, Amex, Walmart, all of the companies that use mainframe, for them it's unreasonable they would move away with it because it's so expensive. So if they are very much interested in it and they have the passion to do it, they will very much easily be on the mainframe and stay there for a very long time.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Lucas. Subhadra, I will come to you, but before we close out with you, there are a few questions. I'd like to bring it to the panelists real quick. So there's one for you, Subhadra. Hello there, Subhadra. How do I leverage mainframe skills as a data science fresher? And
there you go. I just spoke about the AI use cases. So, that's where you fit in. There are opportunities to look at some of the models and get them, enabled on the platform. So that, again, like as I said, get started with the tools that Sudarshana is talking about. That should get you onto the platform. Meaning I don't look at it's like this. These are complementary skills. It's not like you do something, from data science, you have to go do something within the mainframe. It's not that way, right? It's a platform that enables you to leverage your data science skills and build a career in AI.
yeah, I think the next one was very similar to where, I go deep into
I was reading the questions, Sudarshana. Most of them are kind of asking, how do I go about it? I think, to be successful in the AI journey, yes, you need your data science skills that you may have studied. And then you also have to combine it with what does it take to do AI on a platform? And for which I think now there are a lot of tools and opportunities that are available. Some of them you spoke about and Lucas spoke about. I think just go about leveraging that, earn these badges, and it should take you forward.
Absolutely. The what can be the possibility, the future, if you all joined our keynote kickoff 2 Saturdays ago, our very own Anbumani and Dinesh Garg from IBM Research spoke about the future of AI with the generative AI, with the Watson X Code Assistant for Z offering that was, announced earlier this year, things like that. So there's just boundless opportunities. It is about getting started. And the getting started is with IBM Z Explore, because along with learning some of these core concepts, you also have to understand how the platform works. And that's when, like Subhadra was saying, when you happily bring those two together, it makes a lot of sense and you can then keep moving forward and ahead. So with that, Subhadra, would you like to close it out with
I think we've spoken a lot about the platform. So let me close with something a little bit generic, right? Which is, all of you students are in the very early stages of your career. The thing that is very, very, important at this point is learn your fundamentals very well. Leverage every single learning opportunity that comes your way. This is the phase to learn, right? Which it's kind of like the foundation. However strong you can make it, your career will flourish that much. And, top it up with the right attitude. It is not about what we do, it is about how we do. how you give your fullest in every single task that you do, that will be the differentiator for you as you enter into the industry, right? And there are plenty of us, here in the call and in the industry who's looking forward to embrace you and support you in that journey. So, wish you all the very best.
Awesome. That is awesome. Very cool. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Karpagam, Mauri, Lucas, and Subhadra for being our amazing panelists and talking to our students about, what the future is bright with IBM Z. I think that was very loud and clear. I can't thank all of you more enough. So with that, Lata, I think we have Jean here. And so it's time for winners announcement. Let's do this. You ready, Jean?
Melissa. Yeah. Love your dog, Melissa. Is that
meet my dog Lucky?
Was he or she part of the Datathon too?
Of course.
Exactly.
Okay. Again, a special thank you to our speakers from IBM. Round of applause. You can't see me, but I am giving you a round of applause. All right. Pre-Datathon prize overview. So these are prizes awarded even before the Datathon projects were submitted.
Melissa, can you be a bit louder, please? Maybe I don't know if it's me, but yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go over prizes before the Datathon projects were even submitted. So first things first, refer a friend Datathon registration winners. So congrats, Sini, Shruti, Kugmotso, Abdul, and Kamanti. Round of applause. These names and the following names, you should be receiving emails this week and next week on what to do next steps as winners. Questathon winner. So these are winners that won a Questathon hosted by our other PM, Rakshana, where she would shoot out questions and whoever answered correctly and quickly are the winners. So congrats, Ruth and Shruti. IBM Z-Day winner. So during one of the sessions, there was a Kahoot led by Abhi, an IBM speaker. And so first prize went to Rohan, second prize Kaushik, third prize Johan. And if you missed the session, you can go ahead and scan this QR code and log into the IBM Z platform and revisit any of the replays of the sessions. All right, so IBM Z-Day raffle winners. I will not be reading out these names out loud, but all the winners will be receiving emails, like I mentioned. So keep an eye out on your emails for next steps of what to do as winners. So congrats, everyone. Round of applause again. Okay, and this is now post-Datathon survey winner. So for just completing the survey, you have the opportunity of winning one of the 6 raffle prizes. So congrats, Shivam, Narampini, Divya, Fatima, Vidyashri, and Fayez. All right, round of applause again. Okay, and so we've had over 200 final projects submitted. This is just a quick screen grab of what our judges were looking at. I'm sure they had a very difficult time of choosing the top projects based on the criteria.
Can we pause here, Melissa?
Yeah,
so Sudarshana, and if any of the judges are here, you want to give a quick feedback on what you saw this year?
Sure, but Jean, do you want to share your thoughts?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Okay. Wow, this was our biggest collaboration ever with Shooting Stars, and the students did a phenomenal job. We had over 200 projects submitted. It was double the size of last year. So the competition was really fierce, and just huge shout out to the students for all the passion that was shown in all of the projects. Really incredible, made it very hard for the judges. But I just was impressed with the scale. And that board of the gallery of projects is beautiful. I mean, it's like the projects were very passionate this year. So we look forward to announcing very shortly.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is Lata from Shooting Stars. Hi, guys. If the Imperial College people were there, in London, you would have seen me there. So it was an amazing, impressive, exciting set of people, at least in Imperial. And not just that, I'm pretty sure it was the same case in all the in-person colleges back in India. Bengaluru, it was Global Academy. In Chennai, it was SRM College and Savita Engineering. And London, it was Imperial College. I mean, just the energy of the students right there, close to 200 students on an average in every college, and Imperial was about 100. So just the energy of that many people in the room, I don't know. I mean, and this time, Sudarshana, the servers were amazing, and there were mentors, like pretty much every minute, right? So whenever I was there in Imperial and a person would come to me, I'm like, I don't know IBM, but I would say, hey, go to the Discord, somebody would be answered. And right there, that person would just go in and immediately that would be answered. So I think the collaboration of huge, I don't know, Melissa, if you have a slide on mentors, but huge thanks to the mentors who stayed 24/7, right? So now we are like round the clock. There were people in person, there were people online, and Sudarshana, huge thanks to you. I got several kudos. Hey, who's the Sudarshana? She's there like all the time and answering very patiently to the same question about 100 times. And Jiddu, Nasser, Shabhadra, several people. I'm sorry, I'm missing names. And Joe from, I don't know if you have a slide there, but the in-person event was just electrifying, right? I mean, there were people collaborating, and every mentor who came in person, the kids kind of said, I had to remind them, hey, go back and do your project, but they were more interested in IBM. And one thing I want to say, I mean, I'm also a leader in another IT company here in the Bay Area. I would say the culture of IBM, especially the people, the in-person mentors who came there, you could just see the passion oozing out. Everybody is like pretty much advocating for IBM and, got the students interested in joining IBM, right? So I could see that coming out loud and clear pretty much from all the in-person mentors. So amazing setup. Shooting Stars has done a lot of these kind of events with AMD, Optiv, Western Digital, NetScout, Amgen, several of them. And I would say IBM tops the list from employee engagement, from a mentor, from a in-person keynote speaker, and, just the passion of your company culture oozing out. So a huge round of applause to IBM.
Awesome. That is wonderful to hear. Thank you so much, Lata. This has been a fabulous collaboration. And I think this was, like Jean said, the biggest, best ever Datathon we have had so far, with truly over 200. I fell off the chair when I woke up Sunday morning and you said, oh, we have over 200 entries. It was like, wow, okay. The students really, put their heart into it this time, right? But yes, so we are excited to...
I'm sorry. One more thing. I know people are on the edge of their seats, but huge thanks to all the 4 colleges, especially the leaders of those colleges, SRM, Savita, Global Academy, and Imperial. Imperial was run by a data science club in the college. Jan and Avik pretty much led the entire thing. And all the Department of Computer Science deans and even the principals got involved, I would say 8 weeks before, and started, churning out the teams, and people were gathering in rooms to submit abstracts. And, so I think the whole in-person excitement, the whole in-person engagement was at a different level this time. So huge thanks to the leaders of the several colleges that made this happen. They made it their own and they made it happen.
Absolutely. Can't agree more. Thank you, Lata. Yep. And I will, add to second and resonate with Lata's sentiment. A huge round of applause to all of our mentors. We cannot do these events without our mentors. And they've been so supportive all around the clock, whether, India time, we had our India-based SMEs during the daytime in Asia and Asia Pacific. And then for the daytime here in the North America and the Americas, we had a set of SMEs. So we ensured we had that 24-hour coverage. But it is not possible unless our SMEs really step up and really want to spend their Saturday sharing their passion for this technology and, helping students out. So another round of big applause and a big shout out to our mentors from all around the world, literally, just as the students, our mentors were from all around the world as well. So I wanted to say that.
So Darshana and Melissa, next time you should create a drum roll.
I know.
We need
There
that
should be
often.
a function on
Talked about
Zoom.
it last time. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, then.
Next slide, Melissa.
There we go. Here we go. All right. Sudarsana.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, again, quickly share what our judging criteria, and this was something Alex, one of our SMEs, had shared at the kickoff event when he introduced the students to the concept of Linux One Community Cloud, how to get the instance, how to get started, and be ready for the datathon, right? So the three sort of core categories were creativity, novelty of the solution, and how well the solution leverages the IBM Z and IBM Linux One platform. So those were our sort of guiding principles, right? And Alex had also mentioned that the use of the Linux One technology, the Linux One instance, the platform weighs higher than the other two in terms of criteria as well. So this was our guiding principle, if you will, as several of our SMEs were busy at work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week, judging the over 200 entries so that we could come up with our final list of winners. So without further ado, let's roll, Melissa. Yep, and here we are. Thank you again, Subhadra. Can't thank you enough for supporting not just the event by attending there in person, being there with the students in Bangalore at GAT, but also offering them the opportunity to visit ISDL to host the student winners who earn their IBM Z Explore Concepts badge. All right, so okay then.
Okay. All right. So
are we ready?
Oh,
yeah.
We're
ready.
All right. So
Okay.
first up.
All right. So we wanted to start with the Bangalore in-person event prizes. So we'll do the in-person event prizes first, and then Jean will reveal our global winners for this year. So for the Bangalore in-person event and all of the in-person events especially, let me just call out the prizes once so that it's clear. And so you will earn 3 months of mentorship with IBM Z SMEs. You will get continued access to your Linux One Community Cloud instance, 3 months, and an opportunity, as you heard from Subhadra, to visit the Bangalore Systems Labs if you've earned your IBM Z Explore Concepts badge. And for the Bangalore in-person winners, there is an opportunity to attend an industry conference happening on Monday, October 30th, and similarly in Chennai on Wednesday, November 1st. So when if you're the winners, please make sure you reach back out to Shooting Stars ASAP, because we need to coordinate with you for being in attendance at the in-person conference on Monday and Wednesday of next week. So hold it there, Melissa. So with that, let me just give a little bit about this team, right? With a front-end app and machine learning solution, the team went beyond a typical heart disease prediction approach. The solution factored in users' health telemetry, lifestyle activities, and even weather conditions to proactively predict heart diseases, all running on IBM Z, ensuring data privacy and real-time processing. With that, the second prize winner is Team Heart Disease Predictor, GAT01.
Woohoo!
This was a Yeah, this was a
Nice.
fantastic solution. We really loved how the team was able to show how their app worked. So congratulations, Team Heart Disease Predictor. Okay. And then we have in-person Bangalore, first place winner. The prizes stay the same. As I said, I don't want to read that out every single time. Have you ever put off going to the doctor just thinking of all the reports and information you would have to process post-appointment? Well, this team thought about this exact same issue and worked on building a solution that leverages AI models to crunch through all the data in the multiple reports to synthesize it and make it more human consumable in one cohesive view. The team worked to additionally generate predictive health reports. With that, the first place winner is multi-level health analysis using reports, Team GAT 30. This was a wonderful, wonderful solution. Really well thought out by the team. And thank you for, showcasing how well you had leveraged the Linux One Community Cloud, the Linux One instance in your solution. I think those were our two winners for Bangalore. So moving on to our Chennai in-person event, the second place winner goes to, let me read this out. The inspiration for this project came from the growing need to protect businesses and consumers from financial fraud. IBM Z is a trusted leading platform in real-world financial transactions. You heard that from our panelists quite a lot this morning, right? This team took a sophisticated approach to a typical fraud detection task in payment transactions. The team achieved this by developing a fraud detection model, experimenting with a combination of rule-based and traditional machine learning and deep learning techniques to create an ensemble approach. The goal was to identify fraudulent transactions based on patterns, anomalies, and fraud indicators, okay? So with that, the second place winner is Team Uncalled Coders SRM 15. Congratulations.
Ooh, congrats. Oh, SRM. Okay. Nice.
All right.
So there are two colleges in Chennai, right? SRM and Savita, and yep. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. And then I'm just going to keep rolling here, okay? The Chennai event first place winner. All right. The inspiration behind, sorry?
1 second. The slides are.
Oh, it's, I think, playing it as a video
Yeah.
here. Okay, there you go.
Okay, there we go. We got it.
All right. Thanks, Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
The inspiration for this project was to create a tool that could effectively identify and classify various diseases based on their symptoms. The team used logistic regression model with a dataset comprising of various diseases and their corresponding symptoms, enabling the model to predict the likelihood of a particular disease based on the symptoms being exhibited by a patient. The team worked to make the solution assist healthcare professionals to make decisions and provide appropriate treatments. And the first place winner is Team Data Detectives, SEC 25. Huge round of applause. Very well thought out, very well presented.
Yeah. Savita, good.
All right. Excellent, excellent project. The one thing that came out was very clear was it is amazing how the students have really thought through, what problems and issues are they seeing in their everyday lives and how can they leverage data to propose a solution, and all within 24 hours. It is mind-blowing. So thank you and huge round of applause to all our winners so far. All right, with that, we move on to London in person.
Okay, let's see if I do it manually. There we go.
Okay. All right, so for the London in person, there is a conference happening starting Monday, GSE UK. So our London in person winners will have an opportunity to speak at this industry conference on Thursday, November 2nd. So when you know you are a winner, again, please reach out as soon as possible to Shooting Stars so I can coordinate with you and share logistics, okay? All right, hang in there, Melissa, for me. All right, with that, an innovative solution that uses cutting-edge technologies of large language models for tweet pre-processing and then XGBoost models for tweet classification into charitable organizations. The models are pre-trained outside the platform and deployed on IBM Z for actual inferencing on large volume of messages with low response time, which is really how we also share, that it is absolutely fine. Train your model anywhere, deploy it on an IBM Z, right? And so with that, the second place winner is Team Data Are Us, IM09. Huge round of applause, team. Nicely
okay.
done. All right. I have one more to go for London first place. Who's ready? Are you ready? Okay.
Yep.
If I start talking about it, it's going to give it away, but I will anyway. Have you ever noticed trash collected and laying around on big city streets? Well, this team has, and they put together a creative solution with IBM Z running neural network models, CNN, for image analysis and integrating semantic image segmentation, object classification, and path planning modules to efficiently track garbage piles, all while ensuring security and privacy. So let's give it up for the first place winner, Team Control Alt Delete, IM45.
Yes,
This was, like I said, I don't know what to say, right? Subhadra, Karpagam, Mauri, I know you're all still on the call. This is what the students did in 24 hours. Jean, any thoughts you want to share before you go off to announcing our global winners?
Just how incredible and sophisticated these projects were. And again, it made it very difficult for the judges when we were evaluating these projects side by side. So huge congratulations to the winners and to all the students for their creativity. And it's very inspiring for us as IBMers to see the passion from the students leveraging IBM Z and Linux One. So congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing, Sudarshana. In fact, I can't wait to meet the winners in Bangalore and Chennai. I'm going to be in the conference that you just mentioned. So yes, I will make sure I personally talk to the winners there.
Awesome. Thank you, Subhadra. You heard it, winners. Reach out to Shooting Stars and I will help coordinate logistics for the conferences for our local in-city winners. Jean, all yours.
Okay, all right, so we're moving to the global top 3. And again, wow, sophisticated and passionate. Those are the words that describe the projects that came in, and to rise to the top 3 required, again, just very innovative breakthrough ideas that rose them to the top of the 200. So just huge congratulations to all the students, and in particular to the global 3 winners. But let's start with team number 3. So in third place, this team created a health tech solution that leveraged deep learning model on IBM Z to provide objective and consistent assessments of osteoarthritis severity, which reduces subjective evaluations by healthcare professionals. The team worked on image classification and also tried several machine learning models to find the best fit and result when running on the Linux One instance. And again, the sophistication in this project was so impressive. And congratulations to the third place winner, which is Team Starfall Stallions, woo, for severity grading of knee osteoarthritis. Congratulations. Very impressive. Congratulations. Okay,
yes, so many of us could relate with this.
We thought it was fascinating.
I need this.
It was very, very impressive. Okay, so moving on to second place. For the second place winner, this team solution was an online filtering of hate speech messages from social media, leveraging the BERT model, which is short for bidirectional encoder representations from transformers. and is a machine learning framework for natural language processing. The team worked with PyTorch to run the model through a neural network to detect multimodal discrimination. Again, highly sophisticated, awesome use of Linux One and IBM Z. And the second prize winner is Team Code Catalyst for hate speech detection. Congratulations, Team On24. Really amazing solutions. Shana, did you have any comments on this one?
No, just that every single one of these submissions, what was impressive is, the use of the platform, how well these students have thought through, right, the problem and the solution, and how they were able to showcase the work they did on Linux One, on our Linux One instance. So nicely done, teams. It really helped bubble up to the top 3 of 200.
Congrats.
Yes, congratulations.
Okay, wow, moving into the first
Yay.
place. Then, oh, did somebody have a comment?
No.
No. We're all getting ready.
Getting ready for the number 1 global winner of 200 submissions. Again, rose to the top. Very complex, very comprehensive, well thought through. And why did this solution win? So the first place winner created a real-time monitoring solution for carbon emissions from different industries. And they leveraged IBM Z to run data analysis to help policymakers drafting effective and targeted policies. The team extended their idea to carbon credit training, which we found highly innovative and aligns their solution even more with the strengths of the IBM Z platform, and is so perfectly aligned and well aligned with our sustainability initiative at IBM and for IBM Z as well. So we were so impressed, dazzled by this solution. And the winner in first place for the global winner is Team Lambda Prime for Carmex. Congratulations, we loved this solution. It was so thorough, very well thought through, and really harnessed the power of Linux One and IBM Z. Congratulations on a job so well done. You rose to the very top. Huge congratulations. Sudarshana, any feedback on this one? It was dazzling.
Yes, indeed. This one, when we started to look at this solution and how well, like Jean said, how well it was put together, but more importantly, the concept and the idea of carbon credits and, having that sustainability angle to the solution, it was meant for running on an IBM Linux One, because IBM Linux One is known for being a sustainable infrastructure, right? There are several use cases of that. So you chose the perfect platform to run your solution. Can't say it better. Awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Excellent. So I don't know if any of the prize winners, like any of the 6 plus 3, 9 winners, 9 prize winners. Sorry, we don't have the names here, but any of the prize winners online, could you come on Q&A and give your names? Like if you could give a quick feedback. But while hurry up, somebody is saying, hurry up, please. So while that's going on, Sudarshana, I want to ask, like 200 projects, how did you guys even judge?
That goes back to us saying, thank you so much to our amazing community of SMEs we have as mentors, as judges. We just cannot do this without their passion. Lata, you said you noticed passion, when you were there at Imperial College in London, when you met with our IBM Z SMEs who, stopped by on a Saturday afternoon to hang out with students. And, in Bangalore, Subhadra, right in the middle of the Navratri holidays, she even said, you owe me one, Sudarshana. So, woke up in the morning, finished her puja, and then ran over to GAT, because that's how passionate, mainframers are. That's the way we roll, But it was no easy feat. So huge thank you to our IBM Z SMEs, to our mentors, to our judges. They worked it, literally again overnight. A bunch of, a group of SMEs in India judging, here in the US and Europe, and we're all the time, architecting how best to leverage all of our amazing SMEs who want to help.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, I think I have Achyut there with second place. Achyut, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us like what you feel about winning, and how was the experience working in IBM Z platform?
Yeah, 1 second.
Can you come on video? Possible?
Not really in right place.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty late out there. Go ahead, Achyut.
That was a really amazing journey with IBM Z, and we really to thank every mentor who supported us in this journey and is really helpful for us in this project. And our main motivation was to build like a hate speech model, because we are seeing like every day we see Twitter or Instagram. There are like multiple hate speech people, and we want to like someone try to avoid that or try to help try to leverage the IBM Z platform to solve the issue of hate speech detection, and we employed that on our project and then did this. It was a really amazing journey with IBM Z.
How was the IBM Z platform? Different
It was
from
really
what
good.
we
It
used
was
before?
really very efficient for us and helped us in doing the project. It was really amazing. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Where are you from, Achyut?
I'm from Bangalore, India.
Bangalore, and you did the online thing. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Great job.
I heard Vincent. Vincent, are you one of the winners, Vincent?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Go ahead. Tell us what did you win and what was your project? How was your journey in the IBM platform?
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. I couldn't hear you. I think I have some problem.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I guess you're one of the prize winners, correct? Vincent, you're on mute. Okay. Joyce of Zoom. Okay, Vincent, you're still on mute. Are you able to come on, or we will move forward?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
So, good evening for everyone here. So, I'm a bit still nervous with, I'm in the shock of winning the prize. So,
Which prize and what project?
I did the Archaeotherapist global winner, third one.
Nice, nice. Okay, how was your IBM Datathon journey, the platform and the coding
Actually,
experience?
this was my first time participating in the IBM Datathon and was suggested from my teammate here. So it was very much more diverse. It was more than I thought it was. I'm really sorry for that.
Congratulations.
We can see you. We can see you're still shocked with the announcement.
I know. Congratulations.
Good. We'll take a separate video from you later, Vincent, then whenever you have good good connection. But yeah, thank you all. It has been an exciting journey, and everybody sees the last day.
Lata? I think another student, Jason Lee, is available and would like to. He's the Imperial College first place winner.
Oh, then we should definitely have him. Let me see.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
Yeah, while I'm trying to bring him on. So again, as I said, Jason, what's your ID? I don't see you as Jason. Is it Lee?
Jason Lee as an LI.
Yeah, but I can't search for him here. Are you able to look at him? Are you guys able to look at him? Jason Lee.
No, I cannot see all the participants. Oh, here. Okay.
Jason, what is your, it says odd P. Okay, odd P.
Yeah, I think odd.
Screen
Yeah.
name. Okay, I love to talk. Jason, you there? Jason, you have to come off of mute.
Hello, can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Can you come on video, Jason? Possible?
Hello. Yeah, that's my name, but actually it's fine.
Possible to come on video, Jason?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead and talk as you come on video. Talk.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. What did you win? What was your project? How was your IBM journey? How was your
how can I
in-person
come on
experience? Go ahead, Jason.
I turn on the video? Like there's no such
That's okay. That's
option.
okay. Go ahead and talk.
Like I cannot see a button says turn on.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead and talk, Jason. That's okay.
Okay. So I think this competition is really amazing. Like we both learn a lot, and we are actually very impressed by how functional IBM Z server is, and we have really tried our best to fully exploit the full potentials of the IBM Z platform. Yeah, we think it's a very good infrastructure for startups and developers.
Infrastructure was very good. Excellent, excellent. How was your in-person experience at Imperial? Did you get a chance to talk with Joe and Matthew while you were there?
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, you didn't hear that.
Congratulations.
Yep. Excellent. Congrats again. Go ahead, Sudarshana. Sorry.
Oh no, we're just, really, really excited and thrilled about 200 submissions, still just sort of reeling from that, and how we, had the opportunity to look at each one of them and how the students have been thinking about problems in the community. Tech for Good came through, right? It really came through in every single submission. So huge round of applause again to all the students who participated, and a huge round of applause and congratulations to our winners, both in person and online global winners. I know a lot of students still asking about, I'm interested in data science and AI. How do I get started? How can I, learn more? The best place to get started, students, is our learning platform, which is a year-round learning platform. And the link is here. You can even scan the QR code to get you started. It is a great way for you to learn a little about the infrastructure, the platform. And, as Lucas had said in the career panel, it is important to understand that, the infrastructure is different from your everyday, working on a laptop or the x86 machines, right? So understanding that core, the IBM Z Explore platform does a really nice job at that, while you use a really comfortable IDE that you're already used to and exposed to as students of computer science, data science, and information engineering, whatever you call the various majors, right, in college. So I would highly encourage, as next steps, for students to think about it and continue on your learning journey. And I think Shooting Stars, Lata or Melissa, did you want to talk about the communities?
Melissa, are you there? Okay, I can quickly talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So as soon as this gets over, so you would already be in the IBM Z probably in the mailing list, right? So you would get more information, and you would go to IBM Z Explore and continue your hackathon journey, your IBM Z journey, as is mentioned here. You will get a concluding email, a summary email of all what happened, and all of these that you're seeing here. You will get a concluding email with all of these information. So one is continue your journey in IBM Z. This is here to stay. You're going to see IBM Z Day and IBM Z Datathon every year. So continue your journey here. And then, of course, Shooting Stars has its own community, which we have different kinds of hackathons, datathons, competition throughout the year, mentoring, internship opportunities, and all that. And we would give you information on the Shooting Stars Beam communities that we have, where in fact, I don't know, you saw Rukshana, who started off the session here. She was a participant 2 years back. She became an intern, and now she's a part-time employee with Shooting Stars and running the IBM Z hackathon. So that was an amazing story. Sudarshana and I were talking about how inspiring that story was. And now she runs the entire IBM Z Datathon along with Melissa. So that's the journey. I mean, you have a lot of opportunities. It's, one is on the IBM Z platform itself, and you saw in today's career panel how the surrounding atmosphere situation, and the entire environment is set up so you can do anything with IBM Z platform. So definitely, again, as I was starting to talk, you're seeing the 24-hour event here. Most of you have seen the 24-hour event, but then imagine the 3 months of work that went there. So I really want to thank Mingmei, who was there like day in and day out with us. Every meeting she would attend, she would give us feedback, run that entire planning process. 3 months we met pretty much twice a week with both Sudarshana and Mingmei, who gave us amazing ideas from the IBM side, and huge support this time, right? I mean, whatever we would ask Sudarshana and Mingmei would respond just like that. And then from the Shooting Stars side, Rukhsana and Melissa ran the entire show along with 5 or 6 other team members from Shooting Stars. It takes a village to run an event, especially of this size this time, and we will only get bigger and better. Jean, Sudarshana, and the rest of the IBM team. Thank you.
Absolutely. Huge round of applause to everyone from the program team. So thank you so much, Lata, for this amazing collaboration with Shooting Stars. This is one for the books.
Yeah,
with
it
that,
is.
I'll just say thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. One of our largest collaborations. We can't wait for next year. We'll make it even bigger and bolder and better. But thank you for the amazing event this year.
Yep.
Really awesome job to everybody. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you. So winners, you will hear soon from us regarding your prize money as well as your certificates, etc. Thank you. Thank you all. Good luck.
Yes. Thanks so much. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Congratulations.